What is up, friends? It's your boy Oshyy again, back for another video, and this is a K-top spin-off because I haven't done a spin-off in a very long time. And because ITZY's comeback is just around the corner, I figured, hey, I should make my top 5 ITZY because why not? Anyway, this is gonna be my top 5 songs for ITZY as of the moment, so this is pre-Not Shy. As long as we get the Not Shy, I'm probably gonna go and do another redux version for this, but for now this is my current top 5 of ITZY. And also I would just like to tell you, I've heard all the ITZY songs as of the moment. Every single one that exists right now, I've heard of them and I really love them, okay? It's just the fact that my top 5 does not feature everything from them, so this is gonna be exclusive for the songs that I keep repeating every single day, and these are the ones that I have close to my heart. Before I start, I just want to give a few shoutouts to some certain people. First of all, to V or to Zoe. I'm still not sure on how she would like me to call her because sometimes it varies. But yeah, if you're watching this, because I know you probably are, because we're both midzies now. I never expected that you'd be in midzy, but I really appreciate that you love ITZY and you see them for the talented persons that they are. I really appreciate that. I support everything that you still do right now. I still support that you stand multiple K-pop groups, and I'm really looking forward that we see each other again sometime soon. And also next one to Dana Caparida. I never expected you and Erich to actually love ITZY. Nice. Although you, I would actually say that I kind of expected you since you've been standing Ryujin back then when we were still playing Among Us. But Erich, I had no clue. But yeah, I'm as excited with the comeback as you are, and I really appreciate your support, guys, both to me and to ITZY. So with that being said, let's get started with our number 5, which is... So yeah, I chose Dala Dala and ITZY for this one because of the fact that they're kind of the same, but not quite really. I mean, I would say both are really strong eras with really strong outings. And with that being said, they're kind of similar in terms of what the song is all about, what kind of statement they're trying to make, and what the song is supposed to make an impact for the group itself. Dala Dala, however, features more of the stronger side of ITZY, while ITZY being the carefree side of ITZY, but both work in conjunction with one another. That's the reason why I put them both on number 5, and I can't listen to one without ever listening to the other. Although they're two different songs, two songs coming from two different eras, I think they work well with each other. It's kind of like this complementary tool with each other, so I think that's what makes both of the songs worthwhile. And I just have to say that both of them also features a great MV. They're great songs nonetheless, but they're not the best in my own opinion. But you know, it's only my own opinion. I know a lot of people who actually love Dala Dala or ITZY more than the other songs, but it's just my opinion, and I'm still really glad that both of these exist because they both help me develop my love for ITZY. But with that being said, my number 4 is gonna be... So Cherry is actually one entry from the ITZY era, and it is one where I was introduced to the low-key swag side of ITZY. It's kind of like similar to Blackpink's Whistle, but it's in a different style with Whistle as well. You know, it still imposes the swag, kind of boss-like feel to the song, as if they're not just making a statement, but rather that they are the statement themselves. And I really wish that there was an MV for this one, but with that being said, I still don't think that it greatly affects the song that it does not have an MV because the song itself is really good, okay? And it's also one of those songs that is kind of unique to their discography because it doesn't really follow the same pop format for their other songs because it's more of the low-key disco-ish like pop that's, you know, giving you, as I said, it gives you the swag, it gives you the boss like feel to the song itself. And I think it's one of the songs that only ITZY can pull off. Now let's go ahead with our number 3, and our number 3 is... So this is where things got a little bit interesting for me, as Want It never felt like a K-pop pop song, but rather a K-pop punk song. Sure, it doesn't make sense because it uses the same format with pop Korean songs, especially at the time with Dala Dala. It kind of uses the same format, but it has the vibe of a proper light punk to it, kind of like the songs from the mid 2000s with Hayley Williams and a little bit of Fall Out Boy actually. That I actually came to love the song itself. I actually prefer it more than Dala Dala. I mean, it's obvious in this list, but there are some stuff that I could say would be a gripe if they used Want It as opposed to Dala Dala for their debut because I myself would actually consider it as a great comeback song. But mind you, a great comeback song. Since it was with the first album with ITZY though, Dala Dala was the perfect choice to create some sort of strong introduction with the group and also as to what this group sets out to be. So yeah, Dala Dala is the greatest option for their debut, but I really wish that Want It was saved for a comeback rather than just a side B track for the album. But nonetheless, I'm still glad that it exists and I'm still glad that it's an ITZY song. Now, Wannabe is the peak of their career as of the moment, okay? This proved that an MV is only as unique as the song itself, and it never disappointed in those aspects. I know I'm basing everything for the song alone, especially with this kind of list. But with Wannabe, from the choreo to the MV to the song, it all works perfectly, and it works well with each other. Not to mention, this is what they needed to make midsies and also newer fans, to make them sure that they're one group that are willing to take risks in having new concepts as well as keeping in line with what they set out to be. With what the core element this group has set ever since they debuted, which is to keep being their unique selves. It's kind of like the storyline that they're doing in every outing that they set out to be. The music industry is huge, okay? You could either innovate with your current ideas or replicate the ideas of others. And it's either one of the two, and ITZY is trying to innovate on their current ideas and make them more personal rather than just keep replicating other ideas in order for them to just have a comeback. And I think that's what sets them apart from the other groups. As great as Wannabe is, it will never compare to Nobody Like You, at least for me. Okay? Nobody Like You is one of those songs from maybe most groups that feels like a passion project. And for ITZY, it's this one. This one is one of their unique entries in their discography because it's not just about making a statement, making a comeback for the group, or showcasing what the group is all about. No, it's not even a comeback, it's a side B track. But this song is a love letter from ITZY to midsies. And I think that's the reason why it's so special, especially for me, because it sets you up with the connection that ITZY does care for the fans that they have. And it's not just about the song's impact as well. It's also with the song itself. This song is not K-pop, it's K-punk. Okay? It's light punk, so it's not necessarily like punk punk. But you can really tell the difference from the melody of this song compared to the other songs. I think the only one I can compare that is kind of similar with Nobody Like You is the one that I trace it back to with, which is Want It. I always felt that Want It was like the startup project for what Nobody Like You could be in the future. And Want It was a bit successful, so I think that's the reason why they used the same format with Nobody Like You, but improved it in a lot of ways that I actually felt a little disappointed that it wasn't a comeback. Sure, it would have never worked as a comeback because it only caters for a certain number of audiences and it would not cater to all, because if you're gonna make a comeback, you should really try to cater to everyone. But with that being said, it's still the reason why I love Nobody Like You, because as I said, it caters to a specific fan group, which is midsies, and I'm a proud midsy, and I will always love this song. This song has everything I ever wanted from ITZY, and it even has its own MV which is very, very interesting. So I'd really suggest that you take a look at that. But Nobody Like You is one song that I can listen to any day. I don't need to have a specific mood just to listen to Nobody Like You. Every time I listen to Nobody Like You, it becomes my mood. And yeah, I guess it's the reason why it's number one on my list. So yeah, as we say goodbye to the wannabe era and welcome to the not shy era, this is just a short video as to ranking down my top 5 songs from ITZY as of the moment, okay? I have a lot of songs from ITZY that I really wished to be here, but with my current top 5, I'm still glad that I was able to do this. You know, having the explanation and all as to why I love them, because there are times that I really can't explain why I love these songs. I just really love listening to it, and you know, the number of replays tells you what is your most favorite one among the bunch. If you're still not a fan of ITZY, if you're still not midsies, I would really suggest that you give their discography a try. They're really talented both in singing and in performing. They're one of the most talented K-pop groups of this generation. I would really stand by that fact, and I really can't wait for their next comeback, which is gonna be the Not Shy era. I'm really interested in the new concept that they have, and I hope that you are too. So yeah, if you love this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you are new, share this with your friends because it will go a long way, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.